But we're live. This is episode 74 of Super Sam Sports Encore podcast. This will be a watch party of the Baylor Bears versus the 6th-ranked Houston Cougars. I'm excited to do a watch party for this. Of course, my Baylor Bears taking on David's Cougars. That I have no idea what to expect, if I'm going to be honest. I do think Houston's going to win. I do unfortunately think Houston's going to come out on top in this, but in all reality, I really have no idea what's going to happen. We saw this matchup last year or last season, and it was unbelievable. Went to I think single or double overtime or something, and Houston ended up winning. Houston ended up winning, but still, it was madness. So I'm expecting just about the same, if not more, craziness in this game. In the first matchup between these two teams in conference play this season. So, hope y'all are ready. I'm excited. Hope y'all are excited. Where's my... Oh, my phone. Alright, let's go ahead and turn this game on. This game is on ESPN and ESPNU, so it is on YouTube TV. And since I'm here, I might as well tell the score. So, right now, with a minute and 51 to go in the game, it's 83-60. The 23-ranked Clemson Tigers over the North Carolina Tar Heels. And that's all that's happening so far. Let's go to NHL. So, hockey actually doesn't have any games today and tomorrow. They don't play again until Wednesday. And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday they're off, but Saturday, Monday, Thursday, they're in this country tournament thing. So Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time on TNT, True TV, and Max is the Four Nations face-off round robin between Sweden and Canada. Sweden versus Canada. Alright, let's now look at NBA. With 11 minutes and 41 seconds left in the game is Cleveland Cavaliers 104-79 over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Good Lord. End of the third quarter, it's 83-82 Atlanta Hawks over Orlando Magic. At 9:13 to go in the game, it's 105-100 San Antonio Spurs over Washington Wizards. 10:16 left in the third quarter, the Brooklyn Nets lead the Charlotte Hornets 64-51. With 8:03 to go in the third quarter, it's 62-49 Boston Celtics over Miami Heat. 4:14 left in the second quarter on NBA TV. 50-43, Golden State Warriors over Milwaukee Bucks. 3:55 to go in the second quarter. 60-38, Oklahoma City Thunders over New Orleans Pelicans. 2:57 to go in the first quarter. The Sacramento Kings lead by 23-22 over the Dallas Mavericks. Coming up at 8 p.m. Central Time, we got the Denver Nuggets taking on the Portland Trailblazers. And then at 9:30 p.m. Central Time on ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus, we got the Utah Jazz versus the LA Lakers. Hey, hold on, guys. Let me get this from the dogs. Hey, guys, stop. All right, I'm back. All right, so 20 seconds to go in this matchup between 23 ranked Clemson and North Carolina, and that's game. 21 ranked Clemson beats North Carolina 85 with the final score of 85-65. Clemson improves to 20-5 overall, 12-2 in conference play. North Carolina now 7-6 in conference play, 14-11 overall. Now they'll turn on the Baylor game, the Baylor versus Houston game. Hey, 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 Bell. Hey, stop. All right, tip off between Baylor and 6th-ranked Houston is now at 8:01. Sorry, it's now at 8:07 p.m. Central Time, approximately in 6 minutes from now. Hey, guys. I'm back. Dogs went downstairs, so. All right. But yeah, 4 minutes until tip off between 6th-ranked Houston versus Baylor. All right. So let's talk about my schedule. So this game tonight, and then tomorrow night I'm supposed to have a watch party at 8 p.m. Central Time again. This time between the Kansas Jayhawks, 17 ranked now, I think, versus Colorado. But now that I'm thinking about what I might actually do is I might just flat out take the day off tomorrow. Just because they're at my door, aren't they? Yep. Hold on, guys. Shout out to Daddy in the chat. Hey, Daddy, can you call Bella? Here we go. But yeah, so tomorrow I might actually take the day off because number one, I have two reaction videos on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and number two is mainly because I haven't had a day off in who knows how long. I actually can't remember the last time I had a day off, so I might take a day off tomorrow night, or I might take a day off for tomorrow, just kind of just to kind of uh, we settle down, refresh my mind, and just kind of just cool down. Um, just reset. So yeah, so I got this game tonight, and then tomorrow I'll just take the day off. And on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I have two reaction videos per day. Wednesday, 3 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. Central Time. And then both Thursday and Friday are 3 and 6 p.m. Central Time. So, yeah. Still no idea what I'm going to react to, but we'll find out. All right, here we go. We're getting set for tip-off right now between the Baylor Bears and the six-ranked Houston Cougars. As Scott Drew in his 22nd season as Baylor's head coach. Baylor is wearing the all-green alternate jerseys. I would assume Houston is wearing. Yeah, Houston is wearing their all white home jerseys, or their white home jerseys. There's Kelvin Sampson, the Houston Cougars head coach. And he'll throw it up in the air, and Houston will win the tip and will underway in this in-state rivalry matchup. This pretty much is an in-state rivalry matchup because they're both in Texas. So, Dwight Pointer, Uzan off the mark. Baylor defensive rebound. That's Norchad O'Meara. passing it to BJ Edgecombe. Jeremy Roach, Robert Wright, Langston Love, BJ Edgecombe, and Norchow Ramirez just starting 5 for the Baylor Bears. And bad passing right there by Baylor. Houston with the steal. That was Emmanuel Sharp. Passed it to LJ Cryer. Now passed it back to Sharp. And now passed it to Uzan. Passed it back to Sharp. Deep three. Drained. 6-point Houston on the board first. 3-0. 18:50 left here in the first half. Emmanuel Sharp with his first 3 points of the game. Loose ball, and Baylor recovers with it. Baylor remains with possession for 3. Jeremy Roach drains the 3. We're all tied up at 3. Voice cracks, that's the reason I have this. Miles Suzanne, LJ Cryer, Emmanuel Sharp, Juwan Roberts, and Joseph Tugler is your starting 5 for the Houston Cougars. Juwan Roberts with the basketball for Houston for 2. Off the mark. Offensive rebound for 2. And Tugler puts it in with the assist. 6-point Houston now leads 5-3 by 2 points. 1 possession still. 17:45 left here in the first half. This is by far going to be one of the best watch parties of the channel, so by far. It may or may not be the best, but it'll definitely be one of the best. Houston basketball, and it is Milo Suzanne with the ball. Passing it to Manuel Sharp. Now LJ Cryer. Now back to Milo Suzanne. Passes it down to Juwan Roberts for 2 off the mark, but a foul was called on the Bears. That'll send Roberts to the free throw line. By the way, 17 minutes to go in the first half. We're tied 5-5, by the way. Just to update you guys. Alright. Juwan Roberts, last game at Colorado, had 20 points, went 9 for 11 for field goals that game. Roberts makes the first one. They now lead 6-5. Alright. Once they get into commercial break, I'll talk about some more stuff. And goes to the line there. It's now 7-5. Here we go. 16 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first half. 7-5. 6-point Houston over Baylor. And bad passing game right there by Baylor. Houston, last touch by Houston, so it stays Baylor basketball. For if anyone's still in the live stream, I want you all to type in the chat your guys' score predictions for this game. I'm going to go ahead and type mine. I'm going to say 86-70. Houston. LJ Cryer, the former Baylor, drains a 3 and gives Houston a 10-5 lead. Their largest lead of the night so far. They lead by 2 possessions and by 5. With Baylor for 2. It's now 10-7 thanks to Langston Love. Last game against UCF, he had a total of 6 rebounds and 16 points for the Bears in their last game against the Knights. Shot for three, off the mark. Baylor. Defensive rebound is VJ Edgecombe. Passing it to Robert Wright III. Now passing it to Norchad O'Meara. For two is good. It's a 1-point game, 10-9. Norchad O'Meara 4 points on the day, 2 for 2 in field goals so far. But yeah, for everyone that's in the live stream right now, I want y'all to type in the chat your score prediction for this game. I already typed mine in the chat. I said 86-70 Houston. Roberts with the 2-pointer extends their lead back to a 3-point lead, 12-9. Under 15 minutes remain here in the first half. All right. All right. So Baylor threw it like over the head. So it went out of bounds. A Houston ball. They're taking a timeout and their first commercial break of the game. Okay, so let's see. Let's talk about some MLB stuff. So this is per Brian Murphy. Matzek is joining the Yanks on a minor league deal. Per Brian Murphy, he writes, the Yankees and left-handed reliever Tyler Matzek are in agreement on a minor league deal. So told MLB.com's McClinton. Tyler Matzek was a reliever for the Atlanta Braves last year. It says the club has not yet confirmed the deal. Has not yet confirmed the report, actually, which comes a couple of days after the Yankees brought back lefty Tim Hill on a 1-year contract. The 34-year-old Matzek was a star setup man for the Braves when they won the World Series in 2021. He posted a 2.57 ERA with 77 strikeouts over 63 regular season innings. He was even better in the postseason, allowing just 3 runs in 15 2/3 innings and striking out 24 batters. Matzek took a step back in 2022 as his ERA rose 3.50 over 43 2/3 innings, and his four-seam fastball velocity fell from 96 miles per hour to 94.1 miles per hour. He also missed about 6 weeks during the year due to a left shoulder inflammation and ended up undergoing Tommy John surgery that October. He returned to the mound at the start of last season, but gave up 11 runs in 11 appearances before he was shelved with left elbow inflammation. His fastball clocked at 93.6 miles per hour in July. Matzek was traded to the Giants, but didn't appear in an MLB. But he was soon released and re-signed by the Braves the following month. He didn't appear in an MLB game after August 4th and finished the season with a 9.90 ERA. Man, it's funny how pitchers can have one really good like Cy Young, like probably even Cy Young caliber season, and then after that their career just completely falls underground, basically. it's kind of funny, but in a way kind of sad at the same time. But who's ready for baseball? Baseball is coming. February 22nd is the first Astros spring training game. Like I mentioned, I will not be live. I will not be doing a watch party for for Astros spring training, just because we're not guaranteed half of the games to be televised because they don't. Because I'm gonna be honest, they don't televise a lot of spring training games, so I will not be live during the spring training, but I will be guaranteed. I am guaranteed to do a watch party for opening day, 2025 opening day on March 27th between the Houston Astros and the New York Mets on March 27th on opening day. And then after that, I will only do watch parties for Astros games on weekends because number one, it's when more people are home from work, and number two, they're usually half the time they're usually afternoon games. So yeah, let's close that tab. Let's close that tab. And yeah, 6-point Houston now leads 14-9 with 14 minutes to go here in the first half over the Baylor Bears. But yeah, so don't forget, guys. So I swear I keep dropping this in. Anyways, so yeah, so the winner of the PTX and home free polls last week for PTX was Break My Heart, 90s Dance Medley, and Home. For home free, it was Sea Shanty Medley, Man of Constant Sorrow, and Go Rest High on That Mountain. There is a PTX poll and a home free poll for this week. They are out now. For those who have not yet voted, you can go on the post tab of the Super Sam Performance Encore channel and vote now on both polls if you haven't already. If you have, then you don't have to worry about it. But yeah. In fact, last I checked, it was PTX. Last I checked, the PTX poll was still at 4 votes, and I think the home free poll was still at 3 votes. So yeah, the home free poll is 3 votes still. Right now, home free my church. Right now, the song home. Right now, home free song My Church is leading 67% over home free's song Seven Bridges Road, which right now currently, oh my gosh, right now currently has 33%. Gambler and Down to the Honky Tonk is still 0%. And then for the PTX poll, the options are Rather Be, La La Latch, Problem, and Cheerleader. PTX Rather Be is at 25%, PTX Cheerleader is at 75%. PTX poll has 4 votes still. La La Latch and Problem still have 0% votes. Yeah, right now PTX Cheerleader is winning for the PTX for this week's PTX poll, and right now Home Free My Church is winning for this week's Home Free poll. And what I'm most likely gonna do is Wednesday is when I'll take down the Wednesday is when I'll end, or in this case delete the polls. Okay. So for those who have not yet voted, you have until Wednesday to vote. But yeah. Six-man Houston leads by 4 over Baylor with 19-15 with 11 minutes 20 seconds left here in the first half. Roberts for 2 off the mark, but the assist and the dunk by Tuck by Javier Francis is now 20. Houston now leads Baylor 21-15. 11 minutes to go here in the first half. Timeout taken by Baylor with 11 minutes to spare here in the first half. Sixth-ranked Houston is on a good roll right now over Baylor 21 with the score of 21-15. 21-15. Okay, so. I want to say we've now been live for 31 minutes officially. Alright, let's see.
Sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Get a low $4.49 per month lease on the all-new Nissan Murano.
My name is Jorge Gaviria, and this is my business, Hacienda. We bring heirloom corn products from Mexico to every kitchen. I chose my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. With no preset spending limit, my purchasing power has to meet my business.
Let's take a look at NASCAR to see if any news going on.
My Spark card helps me fulfill my mission of bringing what's in your wallet?
So right here it says initial shock aside, JGR Gabehart Hamlin forge ahead after key personnel shifts. This was by Zach Alba of NASCAR.com. It says before the preseason opening clash at Bowman Gray Stadium, Chris Gabehart was asked, who's a reporter for NASCAR. Chris Gabehart was asked about the emotions of stepping off the pit box for the first time in a long time, changing roles at Joe Gibbs Racing after spending at the last 6 seasons as crew chief of Denny Hamlin's number 11 Toyota. Gabehart said, quote unquote, I mean, we'll see. I haven't actually done it yet. His answer partly stemmed from the timing one day before the 200-lap Madhouse exhibition, and partly from that weekend's logistics, Bowman Gray's small size, and the lack of a traditional pit box setup. Let's see. Gabehart said, quote unquote, what I can tell you is for the first time in literally 32 years of racing, both as a driver and so on, I'm now not focused on a single door number. I'm focused on multiples. So that part is different, but what that actually looks like, I don't know. We'll see how it's going to evolve. It says Joe Gibbs Racing enters that evolving chapter with a new crew chief lineup and a new competition director for its four-car fleet in Gabehart, whose job begins in earnest this week in preparation for Sunday's Daytona 500 at 1:30 p.m. Central Time on Fox, MRN Radio, and SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. The change shakes up an organization that went winless in the second half of the NASCAR Cup Series season last year, missing out on the championship 4 round of the playoffs for the first time since the elimination format era began in 2014. An off-season evolution that prompted the switch, with Gabehart replacing Wally Brown at JGR's competition department helm. Chris Gale shifted out after 2 seasons with the number 54 team and driver Ty Gibbs to replace Gabehart and pair with Hamlin, while Tyler Allen was called up from Gibbs' deep Xfinity Series roster to work with Gibbs. The team's other two crew chiefs remain in place. Adam Stevens and driver Christopher Bell stay connected on the number 20 team, and James Small remains atop the number 19 pit box to pair with newcomer Chase Briscoe, who replaces veteran Martin Truex Jr. Hamlin, who's 44 years old and now the Cup Series' oldest driver after Truex's transition to semi-retirement, expressed his initial shock at the move during the annual NASCAR Awards banquet, but also praised Gabehart's leadership and management style as a potential boon to all 4 teams. Those changes though came in fairly short order after the November 10th finale at Phoenix Raceway, setting the stage for his reaction when the announcement was made 12 days later. Doesn't look like there's really anything else. No. I guess we can talk about this, how the 2025 Daytona 500 lineup is set with single car qualifying dual races. This was per staff report NASCAR.com. Alright, so 6-lane Houston leads 21-15 over Baylor with 9 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in the first half. Yeah, it says the NASCAR Cup Series kicks off the 2025 season with the sport's premier crown jewel event, the 67th running of the Daytona 500 at Daytona International Speedway. Qualifying for this race is unlike any other on the circuit. The format includes 2 rounds of single car qualifying to set the front row of the Daytona 500, plus a pair of 60-lap dual races that sets the remainder of the field and the official starting lineup for the Great American Race. Alright, so how the field is set. The 3-pointer is drained. An 8-0 Houston run in the last 3.5 minutes now. Deep 3-pointer drained. 6-win Houston now leads Baylor 24-15 with 8 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the first half. Basically 8 minutes left. It says the 36 drivers of chartered cars are guaranteed to be in the race. Their starting positions are determined by both single car qualifying and the dual races. The remaining 4 spots in the field are filled by drivers in non-chartered or open cars. The 2 fastest non-charter cars in single car qualifying will lock into the field. They could still advance their Daytona 500 starting spot with their performance in the dual races, but can fall back on their time if needed. The final 2 positions are determined by the highest finishing non-chartered car in each dual race. New for 2025 is the open exemption provisional, which NASCAR can give to a special or invited entrant on a case-by-case basis. NASCAR announced that Helio Castroneves would be awarded the provisional for the Daytona 500 if needed. Castroneves during the driving the number 91 Chevrolet Ford Trackhouse Racing can still qualify for the Daytona 500 VIA, the standard qualifying procedure. But if he doesn't, he would slot in as a special entrant and start 41st. For more information on the OEP, you can read here. Daytona 500 single car qualifying. It says the single car qualifying session is Wednesday, February 12th at 7 p.m. Central Time on FS1, MRN Radio, and Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, which I will not be live for that. For those who wonder, each driver will run one time lap around the 2.5-mile Florida Speedway. The top 10 fastest drivers will then advance to round 2 to fight for the pole position. The two fastest drivers in the final round lock themselves on the front row for Sunday's Daytona 500 at 1:30 p.m. Central Time on Fox, MRN, Sirius XM, NASCAR Radio. With the fastest claiming the pole, the rest of the lineup for the Great American Race is determined by the dual races on Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Time on FS1, MRN, and Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. The lineups for the two dual races are determined by the qualifying speed chart. Those finishing first, third, fifth, etc. will race in Duel 1. Those finishing second, fourth, sixth, and etc. will race in Duel 2. Although NASCAR ensures that there is an even number of charter cars and non-charter cars in each dual race. How do the duels set the starting lineup for the Daytona 500? This is the last thing we'll read. It's all right. The duels consist of two 60-lap, 150-mile qualifying races that set positions 3rd to 40th in the Daytona 500. The finishing order from duel number 1 will make up the inside rows of the Daytona 500. Then those participating in duel number 2 will complete the outside rows for the Great American Race. Remember, the starting front row 500 was previously determined via single car qualifying. Duel number 1 is set to get underway Thursday, February 13th at 6 p.m. Central Time on FS1, MRN Radio, Sirius XM, NASCAR Radio. Meanwhile, duel number 2 is tentatively scheduled for the same day at 7:45 p.m. Central Time, FS1, MRN Radio, and Sirius XM, NASCAR Radio. Yeah, close that tab. But yeah, but just to remind everybody, all right. Just to remind everybody, I am not going to be live for this entire NASCAR season. Okay, I'm guaranteed to be live. I'm guaranteed to be live this Sunday for the Daytona 500, but I am not. But I am not guaranteed to be live for every single race. Okay, I'm not guaranteed to be live for every single race. Okay. I'll only be live here and there.
For those most in need, in the face of challenges that we must overcome. Together, we must fight.
Don't forget, whoever's in the chat, whoever's in the live stream, type in the chat your score prediction for this Houston Baylor game. Right now, with 7:10 to go in the first half, it's 26-19. The 6th-ranked Houston Cougars lead the Baylor Bears. Anyways. But yeah.
Sampson talked about Ryan Miner, and Ryan Miner's
Shout out to Nini in the chat.
Miner, September 20th, 1998. Cal Ripken Jr.'s consecutive game streak came to an end, and the player that started ahead of him, Ryan Miner, passed away tragically in December of 2023 due to colon cancer. We got to play against him in the NCAA tournament, John. He was the Big 8 player of the year, and it was Kelvin's first year. I've never been to play him in a tournament, and you knocked them all. Well, we did, but he was an unbelievable player. And to Chris's point, would have been a first-round pick in basketball. As a junior, he stayed as a senior, and then baseball became his career, and gave us nightmares. Actually,
So Nini, since you're now here, I'll mention it again because you were probably not here earlier when I mentioned this. But tomorrow night, what's the score? It's right now. Well, Malik Wilson looks like he's a strainer too, but 6th-ranked Houston leads 28-19 over Baylor with 6 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the first half. But for those who were not here when I mentioned it, I'll mention it again. Tomorrow night, I was supposed to have at 8 p.m. Central Time tomorrow night. I was supposed to have a watch party between the 17-ranked between the either 16 or 17-ranked Kansas Jayhawks against the Colorado Buffaloes, but instead, I am going to be taking the day off tomorrow so I can rest, so I can get some rest since I'll be live doing 2 reaction videos on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm going to take the day off tomorrow so I can get some rest, calm down, reset my mind, and focus on the three straight days of content I have on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, yeah. Edgecombe was able to steal the basketball and was able to dunk it. So it's now 28-21. Houston over Baylor. Right now on the NBA draft big board, VJ Edgecombe is actually 4th right now. 6th-ranked Houston leads Baylor 28-21 with 5 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in the first half. Yeah, Nini in the chat.
Players come from all over the place. I talked to him, as you mentioned, a kid coming from the Bahamas. He said growing up, his favorite player was LeBron James. Currently, it is Anthony Edwards. He said, but it was Buddy Hield gave him hope that he could make it as a kid from the Bahamas to the NBA. Yeah, he attended Buddy's camp when he was 13 years old. We watched Buddy grow up in the Big 12 over 4 years. That was fun.
Nini, what's your score? What's your score prediction for this game? And for everyone else, you can decide. What songs am I covering this week? I actually have no idea. That'll be something that I will have to make. That'll be a decision I'll have to make probably off camera. Because I really have no idea. I might. One of the options is on Wednesday, the 3 p.m. one, the first one on Wednesday. One of the options is do 2 in 1, where I do like Pentatonics Break My Heart plus the 90s Dance Medley. That's one option, but I still have not made an official decision yet. So that's going to be a decision I will have to make off camera. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. It's a 10-point game. 6th-ranked Houston leads Baylor 31-21. Baylor gets fouled. Misses that 2-pointer, but VJ Edgecombe gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Now I'll say this right now. I'll say this right now. Just because David's not in the chat yet. But if any of you have any more have any more any requests, type it in the chat, and I'll write it on the next page. We've now been live for 51 minutes now. 6th-ranked Houston leads 31-23 over Baylor with 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Nini says 84-75 Houston. Good prediction. All right, so I've said 86-70 Houston. Nini has said 84-75 Houston. Okay. See. 4 minutes remain here in the first half. Jump ball and possession error favors Baylor. It'll belong to Baylor when they come back from commercial break. But yeah, so on the list for those who didn't hear or wasn't here when I said this, but right now on my list or on the remainder for this list, for this page is Pentatonics Break My Heart, 90 Stands Medley, Pentatonics, and Pentatonics Home. And for home free, we got Sea Shanty Medley, Man of Constant Sorrow, and Go Rest High on That Mountain, which were actually the 3 options that did not win for last week's home free poll and Pentatonics poll. And this week, and again, the PTX poll and home free poll for this week are out now. So for those who have not voted yet, can vote now. All you have to do is just go to the post tab on the Super Sam Performance Encore channel, and it'll be right there for you to vote. And the options for PTX is Pentatonics Rather Be, Pentatonics La La Latch, Pentatonics Problem, and Pentatonics Cheerleader. The options for home free are home free 7 Bridges Road, I think, home free Gambler, home free well, now I need to look it up because I can't remember before.
Your life is pretty smart, but when it's time to eat, suddenly you feel out of sync.
We got home free My Church, home free Gambler, home free Down to the Honky Tonk, and home free 7 Bridges Road.
In that dinner on autopilot, I'm enjoying Tuscan tomato chicken without lifting a finger.
So I just want to mention how. So by the way, the Super Sam Performance Encore, Super Sam Sports Encore channel, this channel that we're live streaming on right now, right now currently has 22 subscribers. The Super Sam Performance Encore channel has actually gained a total of 4 more subscribers since we last talked about the subscriber count, I think. Or 2, whatever it was. It's now at 14 subscribers. And if we and let's see, if we go to the Super Sam Performance Encore YouTube channel, and if we take a look, the last reaction video I did, which was the 10th reaction video of the channel, which was Home Free, I Still Believe in You, which was the winner of the last week's Home Free poll, has so far gotten a total of 29 views. And then the 9th reaction video, which was the winner of last week's PTX poll, which was Pentatonic's Sound of Silence, that has gotten 71 views. And then we got 5 views for Casting Crowns, Voice of Truth, 6 views for Jelly Roll, I Am Not Okay, 11 views for Chris Stapleton, I Was Wrong, 4 views for Bobby McFerrin, Don't Worry, Be Happy, 9 views for reacting to old songs, 113 views for Pentatonics Imagine and Tiny Tim Tiptoe, the Two Lips, 136 views for Pentatonics Mary Did You Know, and 137 views for Pentatonics Hallelujah. I want to start doing more Christmas songs, but I also want to, and don't worry, I am gonna do them, but in the end, I'm also sitting there thinking it might also be a better time to do them when it's actually like Christmas time, or getting more into the Christmas feeling. Um, and right now it's February. um, right now it's February, so yeah. So I'm trying to buy some time. Um, we already know how fast the year can go. So I'm just trying to buy some time. So if I'm gonna be honest, there are some good, like the PTX ones. There are some good Christmas songs that PTX have posted on their channel in previous years. So 6 Houston leads with 2 minutes to go in the first half, 36-27 over Baylor. And Love will miss that, but a foul is called on Houston's Emmanuel Sharp. So that will
Sampson not shy about his thoughts when using came to town. He said Milos was softer than parquet margarine in the microwave when he got here. He learned to get tougher, so not softer than parquet margarine in the microwave. That's that is descriptive.
A minute and 56 to go here in the first half.
He chose Houston as much as they chose him, and I can tell you this.
A minute and 53 to go in the first half. 36-28, still 6 Houston over Baylor. But yeah, tomorrow my day off. I just really feel like I do. I was actually sitting there thinking about this earlier today. I was thinking how One, I haven't had. I actually can't really remember the last time I had a break. From doing absolutely nothing. So, or from taking the day off. I don't remember the last time, but I feel like I need that just so I can reset my mind and get ready for what's probably going to be a busy rest of this week. So, because not only we have reaction videos on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but we also have basketball on Saturday. And then this coming Sunday we have the Daytona 500. So this Sunday we have the Daytona 500. So yeah. 24.8 seconds left here in the first half, 38-30, 6-point Houston over Baylor, 8-point lead for Houston. Timeout Cougars. With just under 30 seconds remaining in this first half.
Exactly what you're looking for. Booking.com, booking.yeah. Advil targeted relief. The only topical pain reliever with 4 powerful pain-fighting ingredients that start working on contact to target tough pain at the source for up to 8 hours of powerful relief. Advil targeted relief.
Back here at a Fertitta Center, Houston, the Cougars, number 6 in the country and leading it by 8. Houston could read the loft, and Tugler. I thought the pass was a better pass than it actually was. Yeah. It was a little bit offline.
Yeah, and they went quick to get the 2-1 and came up empty. They was able to score. I'm still getting possession now.
By the way, Baylor has a foul to give, and Scott Drew was just letting Doug Sermons know that we're going to foul.
Well, I don't know if I would, regardless of who foul. Because they need everybody in the second half not to be fouled. Unless it's a scoring opportunity, get one. I would stay away from that. They're trying to get one.
Celestine
And
with the foul.
the reason I don't like that foul in that situation, they're going to take it out of bounds. Celestine is basically the backup center at 6'7", he's a wing. And it might need that foul in the second half. That's all I'm saying.
5.8 to go here in the first half. Houston on top by 8. Uzan to Roberts, back to Uzan. And they get a foul now.
Just don't like that.
No, actually, it's number 6. So,
It's okay.
yeah. Sideline out of bounds for Pryor. And again, Celestine absorbs the foul. So it's down to 4 seconds. Pryor inside, floater short. And the first half comes to a close. Houston.
There we go. 6-point Houston leads at halftime, 38-30 over the Baylor Bears.
Let's send it over to Chris Button with Helen Sampson.
Coach, you challenged your team last couple times at home to play with a little bit more energy and effort. What have you seen from them in that first swing?
Well, I think the effort's there. Baylor's, really talented. We're very, very talented. They jump to dribble. You got guys who can shoot it. Both teams are playing hard. It's a good game.
What are the challenges in limiting DJ Edgecombe when he does have the confidence to be able to drive it?
Not to give him an angle. Making the score over you. I mean, he's so athletic. When you let him turn the corner and get downhill, he just will jump up over you.
Houston by 8, 38-30. Nobody on the court in double figures in
All right, here we go.
Yeah, boom, Houston's 20 minutes away from their 10th consecutive 20-win season. A good Jeep halftime before North Carolina Clemson starting things. Talk about an encore from Tigers.
You talk about Victor Wright. He had 22 points. 20 in the first half.
Yeah, Clemson absolutely
Against
humiliated North Carolina
Four threes. Clemson as a team knocked down 12 threes from the big
to no one.
knocked down 4 on the road.
Rocket was 4 of 4 from three-point range in the first half. Clemson hanging 85 on North Carolina. The Tigers now 1-10 in quad one game.
and lost an opportunity for fun love win North Carolina. They are really walking uphill. I mean, they have a long way to do this.
Chief halftime report, Kevin Connors on Grant Carter. Coach Seth Greenberg here. Grant, if you're Scott Drew here at halftime, how are you evaluating the first 20 minutes?
Well, you're evaluating your offense. You know, you're 60% from the field. You heard those coaches. You talk about the talent that Baylor had offensively, the way they can score. But Houston's gotten more opportunities to get looks at the basket with their offensive rebounding. If I'm on Baylor's side, we have to box out. We have to take care of the ball. And it's hard. Baylor is down at a limited front line. But even that, it's too easy for Joseph Peddler. Easy, open, uncontested. Even here, enough for the rebound. You miss it. But you give them another opportunity to put it back in. Those second chance opportunities for Houston, you can't get them.
So if you play with just two guys like you got to be able to find the body, cut the ball. You got to what I mean by that is and if I'm playing against UC, then we'll walk up. Rebounding is one, that's effort, physicality. But offensively, I would create as many double gaps as possible.
All right, new achievement for the channel was 10 subscribers. We're already over that, but the channel is attracting more viewers, so that's good. And we're talking about the Super Saiyan performance on Encore channel.
By the way, Juwan Roberts continues to be outstanding. And the Houston Cougars an 8-point halftime lead. We'll take time out when we come back. We will chat with the head coach of the Kentucky Wildcats. Big one against Tennessee tomorrow. What's it like for Mark Pope coming back and coaching at his alma mater? He'll answer that next.
This halftime report is presented by me. There's only one. Shop the Valentine's Day sale and love the savings. Only at K.
We've now been live for an hour and 8 minutes. Yeah, that was a pretty interesting Super Bowl last night. I expected the Eagles to play tough, but I don't think I expected the Eagles to play that tough. I don't think I also expected the Chiefs to hardly even show up. Yeah. For those who don't know, 40-22 Eagles was the final score. But at some but the Eagles were like kept the Chiefs scoreless for almost a full 3 quarters. Like literally almost a full 3 quarters the Chiefs stayed scoreless. It wasn't until like 30 seconds left. It wasn't until like 3 minutes left or so in the third quarter when the Chiefs finally scored their first touchdown of the game and finally got on the board. The Chiefs.
Who put these in, Tom? Only Duracell has power boosting ingredients. Flavors like Tom here only run on Duracell. Tom, are you okay? Why does everyone keep asking me that since the roast? I gotta go Bronx style again.
Anyways, but yeah, the Chiefs didn't really. if I'm gonna be honest, they didn't really look like or act like they really wanted to win. And now, in a way, I'm sure some of that was probably not true, but they just flat out couldn't find their. I don't know, they just flat out couldn't find their rhythm. They couldn't find their groove. Basically, in that entire game. So, and clearly the Eagles had their groove the entire game. But that was one of the main worrisomes I had for the Chiefs was their defense. We already knew what their offense can do, but I was mainly worried about was the Chiefs defense. It what was and is the Chiefs defense going to be able to take on and handle the running game for this Eagles team, the Eagles running game. And I mean, clearly not, but the Eagles know how to run the football very well. And the Eagles know how to run the football, and they do it very well. And with the main two leaders in Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. Because Jalen Hurts, well, he's the quarterback. He's the one that hands it off to the guys that run the football. Or he runs it himself. But at the same time, you got Saquon Barkley. When he does get the football, he runs, and man, he's fast, but at the same time, he knows how to break through tackles, and yeah, the dude's relentless. So I feel like the Chiefs just flat out got outplayed and outcoached in the entire game. And Patrick Mahomes was by far his own enemy in the game. I can care less if people disagree with me on that and if people hate on me for that. But Patrick Mahomes was his own worst enemy last night. Because he was constantly getting sacked, he was constantly not throwing the ball when he was supposed to. He was constantly throwing the ball like in the dirt, throwing incomplete passes, throwing interceptions, and stuff like that. And yeah, so Mahomes was his own. So I said Mahomes is his own and was his own enemy last night. And same thing with the Chiefs. The Chiefs were their own enemy last night. Same thing with the Astros. Same thing with the Astros. Here and there, you'll have some games where it seems like the Astros are their own enemies. And yeah, I feel like that was the same way with the Chiefs in Super Bowl 59 last night. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But yeah. Yeah. Again, just my opinion, but the Chiefs are gonna look back at this Super Bowl and they're gonna make some moves. Trust me, I'm sure, no doubt about it. I'm sure they're gonna come back better than ever next year or next season.
Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Go to safelight.com and we can come to you. Sick. Our highly trained techs can replace your windshield where you are, even if that's right in your driveway. Have a good day. I love you. Safe Light makes it easy. Go to safelight.com and schedule a replacement today. Safe Light repairs. Safe Light repairs.
A surprise entry into the dunk contest this year, the Aflac Dunk. Wait there. That's a big gap to cover for a small dunk. Y'all haven't seen the way Aflac helps close the gap? Aflac help the sharks. Watch this. Aflac does pay people money for expenses not covered by health insurance. Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Find an agent, get a quote at Aflac.com. Turn the lights off, it's over.
But yeah, so um, I don't think I've actually really said this before, but one thing I like to do, or one thing that I would like to do, is I would specifically like to do like a theme, for a home free polls and PTX polls every week. So, like for example, last week the theme for the PTX poll was all four options were songs with Matt, the new bass, for the new basement for PTX for Pentatonics. Home free, there wasn't necessarily really a theme. It wasn't really a theme. I feel like I gotta learn more of Home Free's music before I can start thinking of themes. But yeah. So this week for PTX, this week for the PTX poll, it was all four options were songs with the original bass, which was Avi. So, and next week, I'm thinking next week's PTX poll is gonna be medley. It's gonna be medley. So, like for example, 90s dance medley, Daft Punk medley, stuff like that. I say I'm home from getting your sister. Shout out to mom and dad. But yeah, so, and another thing I also forgot to mention was for the option for the three songs that do not win in the polls, in the both the PTX and home free polls. For the songs that do not win, get another chance to be on future polls. Okay, so basically up until those songs win. So like for example, Pentatonics Imagine. Well, actually no, sorry. Pentatonic Sound of Silence is already won, so that will not have that. So we will not react to that one again. Same with Home Free. Home Free, I Still Believe in You. That one already won, so we will not react to that again. But for Pentatonics, Break My Heart, Home, 90s Dance Medley, Free, Sea Shanty Medley, Man, Constant Sorrow, Go West Highland Mountain, etc., etc. You get my point. They will get more and more chances to win on future polls up until when they win. They'll stay as an option for future polls. But yeah, so like for example, 90s Dance Medley, since medley is going to be the theme for next week's PTX poll, 90s Dance Medley will be one of the options. What will be one of the options? So.
Houston, 8 different players into the scoring column, edge coming after a quiet start finish with 8, and Houston utilizing.
Shout out to everyone in the live stream. Shout out to everyone in the live stream. We've been live for an hour and 21 minutes.
Starting the second half and not Emmanuel Sharp.
Can't tell, Emmanuel's missed a couple games. Arsenal getting really comfortable as a starter. Not going to read too much into that just yet.
Using a jumper. And Ashcombe pulls down.
Alright, they're just now beginning the second half here. Hang on, guys, I'll be right back.
Months ago against Texas A&M. He's only a sophomore. You're going to see a lot of him in the next 3 seasons.
11 into the season.
You might have done that. I did. You were there with Jimmy Nice.
Leader scoops in. Good ball. Rebound Tuckler. Jojo Tuckler with 6 rebounds. Most of any player of either team.
That's mismatch. They might, but that's nice defense. They love to play through Roberts in the low post early in each half. He's become a point forward. Watch Terrence Arsenault right here. Young man from Beaumont, Texas, who's going to have an outstanding career as he partakes of this great development program here. Great coaching staff.
Interesting to see Emmanuel Sharp and his impact in the second half. Biggest lead of the game for the Cougars, 43-30.
Not the start you want if you're Baylor.
Biggest lead of the night for Houston so far. 18 minutes to go in the game. It's 43-30. 6-point Houston over Baylor. And looks like Baylor will go to the free throw line. Foul in Houston. And makes it. 6-point Houston now leads Baylor 43-31. 18 minutes to go in the game. Houston is 3 for 4 free throws tonight. Baylor is 5 for 8. So kind of around the same. LJ Quiet for 3, drains it. Houston now leads 46-31. LJ Quiet 3 for 5 from the 3-point lane, 11 points tonight. All right, this is being played in the Florida Center at in Houston at the Florida Center in Houston, Texas. Houston's the home team. Baylor Baylor behind the back. North Amir with the dunk. He's now 4-5 in field goals, 8 points on the night. Timeout Baylor, 46-33. Houston over Baylor with under 18 minutes to go in the game. Actually, I can probably look and see what it is. 17 minutes and 22 seconds left in the game.
We've all got a good extreme hot. Yes, bring those red eggs with you and do it. Bring pastas and kibasas and syrup.
But yeah, so
Just get along for a few hours. That's a problem. You just gotta go gloves on, Johnson Berlin, finger pointing off, and keep it juicy.
and for those who are wondering, don't worry. I will tomorrow morning. I'm gonna post out a little post thing, talking about me taking a break tomorrow and why I'm taking a break tomorrow. And yeah. We've now been live for an hour and 27 minutes now.
You would say that you could be eligible for spouse, parent, or even your grandparents, or that was it. You're in. As a veteran, I'm already in. USAA, are you eligible?
What is it for that? You know that name is already mine. I see. I see y'all. Hey, mine is double. But a double queen. It's Andrew special as the guy.
Hey guys, there's a change in here. Two changes. The 3-row luxury TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
Fairlife Ultra Filtered Milk makes every moment better. With 50% more protein and 50% less sugar. Plus a creamy taste that makes that smoothie even smoothier. Fairlife. Sunday is a Sonic blockbuster on ABC, featuring two teams that know what it takes to race fans. UConn, South Carolina, Sunday at 1 on ABC.
Back in Houston, Twitty Carter on the left.
All right.
On the right, Houston, the 13-point advantage. Tell me about those two and kind of the tie-in there.
Two terrific players, played for their coaches, Scott Drew and Kelvin Sampson. Want to slide it off?
Oh, this is what I was wanting to talk about. So this was by Brian McTaggart projecting the Astros opening day roster who could make the cut. This was posted this morning at 11:27 a.m. Central Time this morning. Per Brian McTaggart, it says the Astros figured to have more competition at the back half of their roster this spring than they have in recent years, with budget-minded trades and free agent departures impacting their depth. There are opportunities for some less than household names, as well as some prospects to put themselves on the radar with a strong showing when spring training begins this week. As the Astros are prepared to head to West Palm Beach, Florida for the start of camp, pitchers and catchers that hit the field on Thursday. We'll take a shot at predicting what the 26-man roster could look like on opening day. Alright, so catchers. Yano Diaz and Victor Caratini. I'll read just because they're short. Diaz will be the starting catcher with Caratini backing him up for the second year in a row. The pair combined to start all but 7 of the Astros' 161 games last year. First baseman Christian Walker. Walker, who signed a 3-year deal worth $60 million on December 23rd, quietly established himself as one of the game's top first basemen over the past 3 seasons, pairing strong production at the plate with elite glove work. He's won 3 consecutive National League Gold Gloves at first base. Second base, we got Jose Altuve. Altuve has started at second base on opening day in 12 of the past 13 seasons. He was injured in 2023 and appears in line to start there in 2025, unless the experiment of moving him to left field comes to fruition. Shortstop Jeremy Pena. Pena's 4th season as the Astros starting shortstop will come without third baseman Alex Bregman playing to his right for the first time. Pena posted a 100 OPS plus last year while playing in a career-high 157 games. Their new third baseman Isaac Paredes, acquired from the Cubs in the Kyle Tucker trade. Paredes is the starter at third base, though he can also play second and first base. He's a right-handed pull hitter who could take advantage of the Crawford boxes at Dakin Park in 2025. Outfielders: Chas McCormick, Jake Myers, Ben Gamel, and Zach DeZenzo. With the Astros preferring for Yordan Alvarez to get most of his at-bats at DH and Tucker having been traded, there's plenty of at-bats to be had in the outfield. DeZenzo can play some third base as well, and he joins Taylor Trammell in the mix for an outfield spot. DH, Yordan Alvarez. The slugger started at 53 games in left field last year and 94 at DH, and the team wants to keep him at DH for the most part this year to keep him healthy. Probably smart. Bench/utility. Mauricio Dubon and John Singleton. Dubon, who started at 7 positions this year, is one of the most versatile utility players in the game, and Singleton could provide some left-handed pop off the bench. The Astros could carry another infielder if Altuve starts the season in left field, giving non-roster invitees Jesus Bastidas and Zach Short a path to make the club. Starting pitchers: Framber Valdez, Hunter Brown, Ronel Blanco, Spencer Arrighetti, and Hayden Wesneski. Valdez, Brown, Blanco, and Arrighetti, each of whom made at least 28 starts last year, will anchor the rotation. Wesneski, acquired from the Cubs in the Tucker trade, is penciled in as the number 5 starter, but the Astros used 12 prospects. But the Astros used 12 starting pitchers last year, leaving plenty of room for somebody to emerge. Prospects Ryan Gusto and Colton Gordon, number 12 in Houston's system, will be given good looks in the spring. Relief pitchers: Josh Hader, Brian Abreu, Taylor Scott, Brian King, Caleb Orts, Forrest Whitley, Sean Dubin, and Rafael Montero. The Ryan Presley trade left the Astros without a key bullpen arm for 2025. Hader returns as closer, and Abreu gets moved into the 8th inning setup role. Scott, who posted a 2.23 ERA and 68 and 2/3 innings pitched last year before ending the season on the injured list, and Montero, who was designated for assignment last year and is a non-invite this playing, are the next most experienced arms in the bullpen. Dubin, 45 and a third innings pitched in 2024. King, 26 and a third innings. Ort, 24 and two-thirds innings. And Whitley, who was at AAA most of last season, are next in line to provide innings. And Nick Hernandez, Luis Contreras, and Stephen Okert are among those in the competition.
Okay, so that's not gonna be when it's made fresh every time. Gotta be one of these. Any questions?
How did you become a capital one bank guy?
You mind? I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
How do I get your job?
Hard work, dedication.
The capital one bank guy.
It's like Mr. Jeter said, hard work and dedication. What's been the highlight of your career? Did that have to be helping people keep more money in their wallet and go over?
Alright. Let's see what the score is. Six right. So right now the six-ranked Houston Cougars lead 51-38 over the Baylor Bears with 14 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Alt-A first for a clue that it could be hundreds. You're in good hands, Alexei.
Here at Boom's house.
Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 128-107.
I mean, that's a surprise. That's a good Florida team. Don Gilbert's got down there. They're good all year. And how about Clemson as they're able to end Duke's 16-game win streak? That was huge.
And blew out North Carolina tonight. Pat Brownell's got it done, and then I'm going to see these guys on Saturday. You will too later in the year.
Caleb Love has really been playing well. And Tommy Lloyd has done great work with that Arizona team.
San Antonio Spurs beat the Washington Wizards 131-121.
Kentucky coming at you Super Tuesday. SEC absolutely loaded this year.
Oh, man, it's unbelievable. And then 10, 11, 12 teams heading to this tournament. Big 12 has been arguably the best league in the country 9 of the last 11 years. No, they're good. Houston got a chance to win it all. NC State. Iowa State. Sorry about that. Cyclone fans. There's a rumor we might be in the CC country on something. John, I would mind that.
So it says Baylor continues on ESPN at U.
No, it's not going to like that because when you trap the ball out there, you got to play 3 versus 4, but you can't give the rim. You can't give up the rim. They did that. Sharp back.
Let me see.
Manuel Sharp back on the court. Wilson comes to a stop and it's fouled. They get edge to
They've been really good tonight at really corralling that pick and roll, but you see right. Mid-paint area.
Wilson uses the screen from Roberts and drives to the basket, puts it in.
Gorchat has got to help Uncle Roberts on that.
Blake Wilson with 7 to lead, back up to 13.
13 minutes and 20 seconds remain in the game. It's 53-40. 6-ranked Houston over Baylor. Out of bounds. Last touch by Baylor. It's a turnover. Houston ball.
Back and watch Blake Wilson, who has become
Oh my gosh.
off the bench role player. It's a team of role players. They all play their role nearly perfectly.
It was Wilson and Roberts that really led them in the win, the double overtime victory, that thriller, improbable win against Kansas in Lawrence. Edge go. Near straight on, and he buries it, and all of a sudden it's down to 10.
Nicely done by BJ. Didn't run anybody over, came to a stop, the pivot. And Omer, about a 31% career three-point shooter capable.
Wilson needs some help, gets it to Sharp. Shot clock under 10. Francis sets the screen.
Shot clock at 5 for Francis and the Cougars, and a foul on Baylor. So Juwan Roberts will go to the free throw line for Houston. 6-point Houston lead by 10, 53-43 over Baylor with 12 minutes and 17 seconds to go here in this game.
Just want to see what they attention they did. Glad you're playing along, Fran. Oh, that's a hook. Wilson jumper.
For 2 off the mark, Baylor defensive rebound. It's Jaden Nunn for the Bears. For 2 off the mark, Houston defensive rebound and saved it from going out and saved himself from going out of bounds. Or do it before he went out of bounds.
Our problems go to work. His eyes are always up.
11:45 to go in the game and a foul on Baylor. Or maybe a time. I have no idea. But a timeout here. They're on commercial. They're going on commercial break again.
Fast break speeds and low lag for non-stop action. That's why I'm built for streaming live sports.
Hi, you might know me from my other job, but I'm the business owner. Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit or purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. Love it. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. Sweet, right? And when we travel, we get access to over 1,000 airport lounges. I can get used to this. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet?
Hold on, guys. Let me go let the dogs in. Stay at my door.
My toothpaste isn't whitening. Basic toothpaste doesn't whiten like Crest 3D White. Crest 3D White removes 100% more stain. The number one teeth whitening brand in America.
I'm back. Alright. Let's see if there's any ESPN news that we haven't talked about yet. Hey, Bella. Claire. Bella.
To go here, second half, and Houston, number 16 of the country, at home. They lead Baylor 53-43. John Shelby, Fred Priscilla, and Chris Button here on ESPNU.
So Fox is projecting the Super Bowl average record 126 million U.S. viewers last night. That's insane. This was per the Associated Press of ESPN. It says Fox Sports is projecting a Fox yeah Fox Sports is projecting a Super Bowl record average audience of 126 million U.S. viewers across television and streaming platforms for Philadelphia's 40-22 win victory over Kansas City on Sunday night. The game was televised by Fox Deportes. Fox's projections at Monday included Nielsen's early numbers and streaming data from Tubi and the NFL. Updated and more complete numbers were expected Tuesday. It would be the second straight year the Super Bowl has reached a record audience. The Chiefs' 25-22 overtime victory over San Francisco last year averaged 123.7 million on CBS, Nickelodeon, Univision, and streaming platforms. According to Fox, the audience peaked at 135.7 million in the second quarter. The early data projects 14.5 million watched on streaming platforms, including 13.6 million on Tubi, where the game was available for free. Some of the increase can be attributed to a change in the way viewers are counted. This is the first year Nielsen is measuring out of home viewers for all states but Hawaii and Alaska. So that's except for Hawaii and Alaska.
Give the defender a chance to get through that ball screen. Houston's largest lead, 16. Baylor hanging around. Here comes the ball fakes, and he draws the foul. The line and shoot two. Look, Brand 11 isn't ideal, but they're in a space.
10 minutes and 46 seconds left in the game. 54-43. 6th-ranked Houston over Baylor.
I think I remember a game recently, but they were down 21 and came back and won. No way. Yeah, against Kansas. What do you got, Chris?
In order to do that, those factors wants his team to continue to stay aggressive. Norchad O'Keefe was coming out during halftime and talking to one of the assistant coaches, and he said, what Houston does defensively is forcing us to play slow, and that is not who we are. And wanting to speed things up, play with a little bit of tempo.
Here knocks that one down, and now it's 9. So he hits them both. Shadow here having himself a nice game. He's got 15. Wilson short, right, collapse. Back tap for Wilson. Freshman never saw. There are a couple of plays. None missed layup. That right there should really chopped into the sleeve. Right now, they can't stand prosperity. From the corner, Wilson off the mark. Francis, offensive rebound. Kick out sharp, wide open. And he hits it. Sensational shooter. 44% from 3 in the season. He so upset he missed the free throw. He wasn't going to miss that shot. He's been very angry at you. How's that, Brad? Staring at us every time he comes by. The lead is a dozen. O'Meara. The double comes Celestine, and he stepped out of bounds. Turnover.
And he stepped out of bounds. Celestine stepped out of bounds. Turnover. It's Houston basketball. Another timeout, and they'll go to another commercial break.
And You talk about player development, we can go right down the roster. He's one of those guys. Remember, he came to Houston at redshirt because he broke his foot as a high school senior. He had a rod in his leg for 2 years here.
Using off the glass, scoring. Miles using brilliant goal.
6th-ranked Houston, Miles Suzanne for 2, plus the foul. 6th-ranked Houston now leads 59-45 over Baylor with 9 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the game. Now a chance at 3-point play for Uzan and the Cougars.
Here in Houston, Houston found something like really didn't help them. Look at that team.
Makes it Houston now leads 60-45.
Before practice, I said, what happens when you have a bad practice? And he stared at me and he said, we don't have bad practice. And that's not hyperbole. He's been around this.
I'll say this, Nene. So far, both of our scores are still intact. So 9 minutes to go in the game, 60-45. 6th-ranked Houston over Baylor.
Baylor calls timeout. Back in 30 here in Houston.
Baylor calls a timeout, and they will take a 30-second commercial break.
You can. So win.
So congested. Just Sinex. Breathe. What is wrong? Sinex. Breathe.
Whoa.
Houston by 15.
Sorry, guys.
Center your picture. We get a chance to watch
All right.
it in practice, and at times he's loud enough.
9 minutes left in the game, 60-45. 6th-ranked Houston over Baylor.
He's a teacher.
Yes, he is. He's
Baylor, by the way, Baylor is 15 wins and 8 losses overall, 7-5 in conference play. Houston is 11-1 in conference play, 19-4 overall. So Houston is going to become 12-1 in conference play and 20-4 overall. Baylor is going to become 15-9 overall and 7-6 in conference play. Big 12 conference play. Baylor with the steal. Not a great job right there by LJ Cryer for 2 off the mark. But a foul on Houston will send Baylor to the free throw line. Down 60-45 with 8 minutes and 46 seconds left here in this game.
Every team in the league has 3 point guards, John. He not only is not the third point guard, he's not playing.
Celestine carries a second. Baylor will pick up full court. Uzan to inbound. By the way, that free throw from Celestine, the first bench point for Baylor.
Cal transfer in his 5th year as a grad student. Already has his Cal degree. Not a foul you want to commit right there, especially when Houston's in the bonus.
So Celestine picks up his 3rd.
Okay. A 1-1 at the free throw line for Houston. For Houston's Javier Francis. If he makes this, it'll probably be a 2-2.
concussion protocol. He played just 4 minutes unscored.
Makes it so it'll be a 10-2, yeah. 6 points Houston leads 61-46 over Baylor with 8.5 minutes to go in the game. Here's the final free throw from Francis. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. They now lead 62-46.
But it just tells you the depth they have at that 5 spot is good enough to take them a long way in the tournament.
The lead back up to 16 for the Cougs.
Good test for Houston to play his 4-guard offense.
Roach lost his footing and he trapped it.
If you're looking ahead for Baylor, John, they got West Virginia this weekend. We'll be in Waco next Monday when Arizona comes in. Definitely 2 gettable games. Arizona's playing great, as you know. And then they go to Colorado, a game I think they can win. Cincinnati on the road. And then OSU at home. There are wins out there for this team as they adjust their style of play.
Uzan hesitates, lost the handle, spins it home and takes the foul, and he'll go to the line. Man, is he having a second half.
Well, we mentioned Shed, who's nearly impossible to replace.
We're now in line for an hour and 57 minutes. We're basically 3 minutes away from officially hitting 2 hours. Basically 2.5 minutes now. Miles Uzan at the free throw line for Houston. Makes both, I guess. 6 points Houston leads 65-46 over Baylor with 8 minutes left here in this game.
Celestine and O'Meara have 4 fouls, and they get a foul on Houston.
Foul on Houston. 7:48 to go in the game. 65-46. 6 points Houston over Baylor. Timeout called. And they'll go on another 30-second commercial break.
Fast quick speeds and low lag for non-stop action. That's Wi-Fi built for streaming live sports. Get 2.99% APR for 60 months on Genesis GB70, exclusively at your Houston area Genesis retailers. In every generation, there are those who question the status quo. Questions like, why can't chicken be so roasted? Why can't I have shredded purple cabbage? Why can't my quesadilla have cheese inside and out? And where's my avocado here to salsa? The new era of chicken is here to stay. Again, Tina Chicken Nugget. Only at Taco Bell.
Oh, so you can't put that right in the dishwasher.
Watch it. With Cascade Platinum Plus, I have off my dish game. I just scrape, load, and I'm done.
In that dishwasher.
In that dishwasher.
Only Platinum Plus is packed with Mordon to remove up to 100% grease and food residue, breaking down food to help it flow cleanly through the filter. Get the highest standard of clean, even in your machine.
Clean enough for you?
Yeah. Scrape, load, done. Cascade Platinum Plus, dare to dish differently.
You didn't pass the tissue test? Dr. Garcia, buckle up. Oh! Reality check-up!
There's toothpaste white, and then there's Crest 3D White Strips white. Oh, let's see. Crest 3D White Strips safely work below the enamel surface to whiten like a $400 professional treatment. The #1 teeth whitening brand in America. And use Crest Pretty White toothpaste to maintain your smile. Crest.
All right. I'm going into this game. Houston. It was obvious Houston was pretty favorable to win this game, and it's definitely showing. By many means, it's definitely showing. Houston is humiliating Baylor by all means. Leading 65-45, 65-46. Leading by 19 right now, with only 7:48 to go in the game. Only 7 minutes and 48 seconds left in this game. So, yeah. Let's see if on.
Tough question. What's the difference between the route running we've seen here tonight and what we saw against Kansas?
Baylor.
Against Kansas, he was hitting singles.
Baylor's next game is this Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Time on ESPN2 against the West Virginia Mountaineers. That is a must-win for Baylor, especially coming off a loss to Houston. So I'm going to go ahead and assume they're going to lose this one. But yeah, coming off a pretty humiliating loss to Houston, even though it's kind of expected. They need to win. They need to win against West Virginia, and then they need to win the next game against. Well, they can try. They have to play Arizona. After West Virginia, they play on Monday the 17th at 9 p.m. Central Time on ESPN against Arizona, which I will not be live for that game. So, by the way, guys, so I made a promise to myself, but I don't think I made a full-on promise to you guys. So, 9 p.m. or more. All right, so 9 p.m. or more. So, like 9:30, 10, so on. 9 p.m. or more. It's non-doable for me. I can't do that. I can't do that. So, yeah. I'm able to do the 8 o'clock ones. Alright, I'm able to do the 8 o'clock ones because that gets me done by at least by 10 or 10:30, which is normally usually when I go to bed anyways. But for the 9:30 games, those don't end till like 11:30, maybe even 12 a.m. So maybe even 12 a.m. at midnight. So yeah, those are the ones where I say nope. Those are yeah. Cryer was able to bang a 3, so they now lead 71-50 as VJ Edgecombe just drained at the 2.0 for Baylor. 4 minutes. Sorry. Good lord. Close the tab. Good lord. Houston with the dunk. 6-ranked Houston now leads Baylor thanks to Terrence Arsenault 4 for 6 in field goals, 11 points tonight. 6-win Houston now leads Baylor 73-50 with 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left in this game. Huh, that's funny. So the announcers, John Chompy, one of the announcers, just mentioned how Houston has only turned over the ball tonight only 5 times. Baylor's done more, but I don't know how many they've done, but they've definitely done more. North Carolina, 5 rebounds, 8 for 9 field goals, 19 points tonight. 3:46 to go in the game. It's 73-52. 6-win Houston over Baylor. We're going to take a another 30-second commercial break and another 30-second timeout.
Texas will all walk the line. We're ready to put on destination.
It would definitely bring better paid jobs here, but this world is we all need money.
It's only a smart business move to keep that money in Texas and the economy growing in Texas.
Bring the job to the area. Job to the economy.
Let it happen. Come on, Texas.
Legalize it.
Let's make it happen.
Lawmakers, let Texas put on destination.
Dry skin? Get moisture? Locked in. Venus Moisture Glide.
Healthy Megawatt, 4 goals in 1.
Tough loss, coach. They were.
And just play a much better game.
Did you say lunch?
Sounds like someone's craving my new crispy boneless wings.
Jack, when do you think it's Nate loss?
Embarrassing. Try my new crispy boneless wings. That's so much more.
Change can be scary, but when you add slow roasting ingredients, double the chicken, plus fresh purple cabbage, packed full of bowl, it can also be delicious. The Cantina Chicken Bowl, only at Taco Bell. Introducing 2 new Baja Chipotle subs featuring our world famous Baja Chipotle sauce. Listen, that's the Baja Chipotle talking. Well, it's actually me talking, but you know what I mean. Find your fresh with the new Baja Chipotle collection at Subway.
Dad, I'm a genius. I figured out how to make us penguins fly.
That's going to be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad, just drink it.
Why? Why? It's 40 degrees below, and you think we're standing here for fun? Red will give you wings.
Anyways. Alright, let's take a look. Oh wait, shoot, hold on. This is not it. ESPN. Let's take a look at some NBA scores, shall we? Alright, here we go. The next 3 games. Oh, TV doesn't show stuff for long. 59.1 to go in overtime. The Sacramento Kings lead by 2, 125-123 over the Dallas Mavericks. Now 40 seconds to go in overtime. 9:09 to go in the game. It's 122-97 Denver Nuggets over Portland Trail Blazers. 2:51 to go in the first half. On ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus, the LA Lakers lead the Utah Jazz 32-21. The Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 128-107. The Atlanta Hawks beat the Orlando Magic 112-106. The San Antonio Spurs won 131-121 over the Washington Wizards. 97-89, the Brooklyn Nets over the Charlotte Hornets. The Boston Celtics beat the Miami Heat 103-85. The Golden State Warriors beat the Milwaukee Bucks 125 to 111. Oklahoma City Thunder beat the New Orleans Pelicans 137-101.
Tennessee, number 15, Kentucky, and then it is Alabama. They're number 2 in the country. Will take on Texas. That comes away at 9 East on ESPN coming your way tomorrow night.
I thought Auburn staying number 1 after losing at home. To me, it's the right thing to do.
NCAA men's college basketball scores. So today, 85-65, 20-point win, 23 ranked Clemson Tigers over North Carolina Tar Heels. And right now, it's 3 minutes to go in the game. It's 74-55, 6 ranked Houston Cougars over Baylor Bears. Tomorrow, this is the last one I'll read. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time on on SEC Network, the 1-ranked Auburn Tigers, the 1-ranked Auburn Tigers beat the Vanderbilt Commodores, or taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores at 6 p.m. Central Time on ESPN2. The 3-ranked Florida Gators play the 22-ranked Mississippi State Bulldogs. ESPN, the 5-ranked Tennessee Volunteers play the 15-ranked Kentucky Wildcats. On Peacock, the 7-ranked Purdue Boilermakers play the 20-ranked Michigan Wolverines. On ESPN Plus, the 10-ranked Iowa State Cyclones play the UCF Knights. On ESPN Plus, at 7 p.m. Central Time, the 13-ranked Arizona Wildcats play the Kansas State Wildcats. On Peacock, at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, the DePaul Blue Demons play the 18-ranked Marquette Golden Eagles. 8 p.m. Central Time on ESPN, the 2-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide play the Texas Longhorns. At 8 p.m. on SEC Network, the Georgia Bulldogs play the 8-ranked Texas A&M Aggies. On Peacock, the Indiana Hoosiers play the 11-ranked Michigan State Spartans. On ESPN2, the Colorado Buffaloes play the 17-ranked Kansas Jayhawks. And then at CBS Sports Network at 8 p.m. Central Time as well, the Yukon Huskies play the 24-ranked Creighton Blue Jays. Again, I will not be live tomorrow. I will be taking a break tomorrow to get ready for the rest of this week. The rest of what should be the rest of a busy week this week, plus this weekend. 2:47 to go. 2 minutes and 47 seconds to go in the game. It's 74-57. The 6th-ranked Houston Cougars take on beating the Baylor Bears. Game check when Baylor's had 20 made field goals, a total of 15 turnovers. Jeez Louise. Anytime I see a big number like that, talking about a category like, for example, like turnovers and stuff, I'm sitting here thinking, what is that team? What is the team doing? Or like, what is wrong with that team, or something like that. Anyways, 2 minutes and 25 seconds remain in the game. 74-57, 6-ranked Houston over Baylor. Houston with the basketball, 2-pointer off the mark, and Baylor defensive rebound. That's BJ Edgecombe. For 3, Langston Love drains it. It's now 74-60, with officially 2 minutes remain in this game. 6-ranked Houston up 74-60 over Baylor.
You hear the student section chanting for Mercy Miller. Roberts puts it on the floor.
An offensive foul on Houston's Juwan Roberts. So that'll be a turnover on Houston. That'll be Baylor basketball with a minute and a half to go in this game. Baylor finds them down Baylor finds them down to the 6th-ranked Houston Cougars 74-60 with a minute and a half to go. Baylor for three, drains it. What a shot. It's now 74-63, 11-point game. It's an 11-0 scoring run for the Baylor Bears with 2 minutes and 9 in the last 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Baylor's on a 11-0 run, an 11-0 scoring run. Credit to Baylor. Yeah. So Houston goes to the free throw line here with a minute and 7 to go in the game. Up 74-63 over Baylor. And at the free throw line, makes the first one. It's now 75-63. But at the free throw line for the Houston Cougars is, I have no idea. Oh, Wilson. Wilson's at the free throw line. Go to the line there. They now lead 76-63. And it is officially 1 minute remaining in this game. For three, off the mark. And yeah, Scott Drew saying no foul, don't foul. I think everyone knows the game is over now. It's basically impossible for Baylor to, with 30 seconds left, Baylor to try to come back down 76-63. Misses Baylor defensive rebound, and that will do it. Baylor will go for their last shot of the game. Misses there. Houston foul. Baylor to the free throw line for their last time in this game. Player of the game is Houston's guard L.J. Cryer, number 4, 14 points, 4 for 7 3-point field goals, and 3 assists tonight for the Cougars here against his former team in the Baylor Bears. Yeah, for those who don't know, Cryer actually, I think, started his collegiate career with the Baylor Bears, and then he transferred over to the Houston Cougars. I think last season. I think before the start of last season, he transferred over to the Cougars. So, and he's been with the Cougars ever since. So, he's been with the Cougars ever since the start of last year. So, yeah, that's it. 6-ranked Houston improves to 20-4 overall, 12-1 in conference play. Baylor now 7-6 in conference play, 15-9 overall. As the 6th-ranked Houston Cougars pull off the win, final score 76-65 over the Baylor Bears. That is your final here from the Farida Center in Houston, Texas. That'll do it for me, folks. We've been live for 2 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will not be live tomorrow, taking the day off tomorrow, but I will see y'all on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Time for the first of 2 reaction videos on Wednesday. So I'll see y'all there, guys. Peace out.